Setting off on a 13,000-kilometre journey, 30 containers of consumer goods left the Chinese coastal city of Yiwu in November and arrived in Madrid 3 weeks later, cutting in half the time the journey would have taken by ship. It's due to return laden with Spanish wine and produce in time for Chinese New Year in February. China wants to improve infrastructure to boost trade, says Jonathan Fenby, author of the book Will China Dominate the 21st Century?
These things are developing and they're going to go on developing, I think. And there's a rail link now from Chongqing in southwest China through Russia, which ends in Duisburg in Germany.
Freight rail links now connect Germany and China 5 times a week, transporting everything from parts for BMW cars to Hewlett-Packard computers. China is investing heavily in European infrastructure. Premier Li Keqiang attended the opening of a $167 million Chinese-built bridge over the River Danube in Serbia last month. His Serbian counterpart, Alexander Vučić, hailed the investment.
It's the first feat of Chinese builders in Europe and an eternal monument to Sino-Serbian friendship. We will achieve many of these projects with our Chinese friends. There will be new bridges and new paths to the future.
Those plans include the construction of a $1.9 billion high-speed rail link between Belgrade and Budapest in Hungary, signed off in a ceremony in December. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi says the huge investments are part of a new approach to global relations.
As of the end of 2014, we established more than 70 strategic and cooperative relationships, covering major countries and regions around the globe, which means we are taking a new road of building partnerships rather than setting up alliances.
China's Silk Road Dream dance troupe has been performing across South Asia in recent months to highlight China's vision of re-establishing the old trade routes. Beijing has pledged $40 billion to improve infrastructure. The foreign investment drive aims to strengthen Beijing's presence on the world stage, but it's also partly enforced by falling domestic growth, says Jonathan Fenby.
A lot of structural weaknesses in China, everything from the financial system to the environment. And we're at the point now where I think the present Chinese leadership, first of all, is ready to accept slower growth, but also there is an awareness in China of the need to get to grips with all these big problems.
With Europe facing economic stagnation, the Chinese investment has been welcomed, and analysts note that European concerns over human rights and democracy in China are taking a back seat. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.